just the overall feeling. It's a bit like that. We talked about that big cloud, you know.
Yeah,
It's quite heavy and big, and most of it I've never spoken about. So yeah,
yeah.
um,
And these are this that we're doing today, you and I. This is, I guess, it's being recorded, for example. And you may or may not decide for it to go out there and all of that, but there's still something about maybe, well, I've never really gone near an awful lot of this stuff, and we're recording it, and I don't really know where to go exactly.
yeah, I don't know where to go exactly.
Yeah, and maybe there's a bit of you that feels like, gosh, I don't know if I even want to go near this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some of it starts quite young, you know, at 7 or 8. Um, some of it was, it shouldn't have been me that feels shame. It should be older people that feel shame. Um,
Yeah,
there's something there that's hidden from me. I know something happened, but I don't know what. I think he was about 10 years older than me, maybe. Um, I went upstairs to use the toilet, and when I came out, he was like, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine, you know. And yeah, as an 8-year-old, you can't really
no, the power
say,
power imbalance is huge. Yeah, you just come out of the loo, and then you're confronted with this moment.
and obviously didn't tell mum. I just kind of just, you know, went downstairs. But
Yeah.
yeah,
How you doing, Claire? How are you feeling?
yeah, all right.
Is there anything happening in your body?
A bit tight in my chest.
No wonder. Does it kind of feel like constricted?
Yeah, and I was already clenching my jaw because of
Ah,
my medication, and it wants to clench even more.
oh, okay. So this could lead to quite a bit of pain.
Oh, I've been in pain all week.
Oh no.
That's nothing new, you know.
So you experience a lot of pain.
Yes, yeah, I've clenched my jaw for as long as I know. I've damaged all my teeth from clenching my jaw, and
Is it like a
yeah,
kind of TMJ type thing? I'm thinking about all the horrible headache that we could experience
yeah,
with that clenching, like a tense.
yeah. The TMJ only started about 4 years ago, but the clenching has been going on for a long
A
time.
long time.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm still holding in mind what you've told me, by the way. I've got this here. Is that okay?
Mm.
That event that you shared. And I'm also hearing you about your jaw and the tension, and that you can feel that seems to be more on the right than the left. Is that right?
Yeah,
And you can feel that kind of tension there as we're speaking.
yeah, I can feel it. It's like my teeth are too tight.
As if your teeth are too tight. Is it like hard to open your mouth almost?
Um, yeah, a little bit, but it just feels like they're just too tight.
Your teeth are too
Um,
tight.
mm,
Does that help when you do that with your mouth?
no,
I'm imagining you're trying
nothing.
to relieve
Yeah,
it, get
nothing.
rid of it.
Yeah, nothing much helps. I used to crack my jaw, but I can't do that anymore.
And did the
And I
cracking of
was,
it release something?
well, I thought it did, but my doctor told me it would just cause me arthritis. So,
And the other thing I'm noticing, and I hope it's okay to say, is that lovely smile of yours. You've got this lovely, lovely smile, and you keep smiling this lovely smile whilst feeling this tension and pain and the tightness of your teeth. Yeah.
it, it's been going on forever. So,
And just thinking about, hope this is okay, thinking about the the tightness and the tension, and that smile, and them perhaps not really blending together, not being congruent somehow.
No, they're probably not. I'm very good at pretending.
Yeah, yeah. I've been very, very good at pretending for a very long time, and I can still do that. And I'm still holding that event that you shared with me as well here.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, how are you doing with this, where we are right now? How's this going for you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to be polite with me, don't you? You can just absolutely
No,
tell
it's all
me,
right.
say,
There's just so many things, that I mean, it would have been around the same age and sitting on one of their laps and kissing him. And like nobody stopped that. They just thought it was funny. But then when I think back about it now,
yeah,
it that shouldn't have happened. And I remember talking to a friend about how, we feel like maybe we were sexualized very young or felt that, very young.
and
And
none of the adults offered any protection or put any boundaries
no,
in
and,
place, or
I can't remember how that, I don't think I thought much of it at the time. It's looking back at it with the cousin. Um, but it's just that feel, you feel, yeah, you feel shameful and um, is 8 too young to have been feeling, you know, sexual things anyway, like
absolutely, yeah,
um,
like something was getting switched on way,
yeah,
way
yeah,
in advance of how it should be.
yeah, yeah.
Something
And
that might have happened naturally much later.
yeah, and I'm sure that something happened much earlier that I can't remember, but I've
Right.
always been afraid of a certain type and age of male, always. And even as I've gotten older, the person I'm afraid of hasn't gotten older. They've stayed the
That's
same.
me.
So like they're getting closer to age. Well, I don't really feel my age, but that that person, I can't see the person. I think I know who it is.
Okay.
It was like I don't want to remember. So, I might be completely imagining it all, but I've always been afraid, uncomfortable, not afraid,
Yeah.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
around men of a certain type.
Yes. And age. The age group. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's so, so difficult, isn't it, when we haven't got anything concrete in awareness, but
no.
you have some kind of sense, a bodily sense of just something that
Mm,
somehow doesn't feel okay or right or
yeah,
safe. Mhm. So there's
yeah.
that, and that feels much younger in you than 8.
Well, I left England when I was 8, so it has to have been before I was 8. So
Makes sense. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So how are you doing in your body right now?
yeah, feeling a bit better.
Feeling a bit better, did you say?
Yeah,
And does that mean this is better somehow, or something else better? The constricted feeling in your lungs, maybe?
I think it all feels better.
Okay, everything feels better. I'm
Yeah,
glad to hear that.